picture and I'm like, wow, Maria's like this philosopher, man. You don't look like an artist. How old are you? I'm gonna miss the interview. I'm not gonna miss the interview. You know, the time zones, you know.
Discipline, even though if you're having a bad day, even though if you're not inspired, you have to get or use your discipline to finish the work.
Seahorse Agency. Thank you so much for this show with us. We are very proud of who you are.
Science thing? Do you miss it or do you use it in your art? How does that work?
Yeah, I'm still attached to science.
Oh, hello, Maria. How are you? Oh my God, it's so nice to see you. Welcome to Seahorse Agency's show. What we're trying to do is that we're trying to give a new perspective to our artists in the company. And welcome to the show. So tell me, where are you right now? What city are you right now?
I'm in my bedroom in Cuautla. That's my city in Mexico.
But could you kindly introduce yourself to our audience?
I have always been like an introvert person, but that think a lot or overthinking. It's my second name. I think that I have a big imagination, so maybe that's one reason that I don't feel like rest while I'm sleeping, because I'm always dreaming. Even though if there are nightmares some days or another days it's just like I have a good dream, but I'm always dreaming. And for me, I really like to write a diary about my dreams, and after that I can maybe create some sketch or something about what I dream. And this is something that I have been doing since I was a child. So I have many diaries. I have been, and he used to write some letters to my mom when he was working in another city.
That's so romantic, right?
Yeah,
that's very nice.
So romantic.
Yeah.
And my dad used to draw the same monkey in the letters. It was like his personal sign. So when I read those letters, I just asked him, why you are always drawing that monkey? And he was like, no, I just like it. And
that's very nice.
Yeah.
So you are the fruit of their love, right? You're the fruit.
Yeah, I am.
That's very nice. Yeah. All right.
Well, it was kind of hard because at school I remember that I was so good at chemistry, and I was thinking on studying some engineering or something like that. But I discovered that, for example, every time I have my chemistry test or something like that, I finish it so fast, and after that I just start drawing. Basically, my teacher told me, well, you're good at this, but you're also good at this, and just look at the pictures. And I never take it that seriously until I discovered myself trying to copy some artists that I was admiring at that time. And then I just started watching a lot of movies, and it was like the revolution, for example, in Disney, with the new style in 3D and all the special effects. And I was like, I want to do that. I don't know how, but I want to do that. And I know that it was more about art than science for me. I'm still liking everything because I'm a curious person, but I decided to try to find my way in art. And especially because I discovered that my whole life I have been drawing and creating and being so, I don't know, imaginative. I just create a lot of words in my imagination. I wrote it, a whole book even. I create many characters and creatures. And I don't know, I just discovered that maybe I can be good at this. So I just finally decided to study digital animation, and yes, I fell in love.
Oh, that's very nice. It's a very beautiful journey. Seriously, nice to see that. Yeah, you've just been through so many ups and downs. So
yeah, it was
beautiful. Yeah,
I went from one side to the other, the complete opposite side. So.
So as someone who has worked in your industry for a long time, what would be your advice? What would you give to those who want to just come?
We can convince people around the world that art is helping a lot in business. At the beginning, I thought that maybe it was like this collective thought about that art was just for crazy people and people that just wanted to show their feelings in a painting or in a sculpture or in whatever, in a movie. But actually, it is not like that. I think art is underestimated in business because people can see the process that is happening while someone is creating something. That while we are creating something, we are having like many processes simultaneously happening in our minds. If we are creating an illustration, we have to think about composition, illumination, values, palette colors, perspective, volume, shadows, and everything is happening at the same time. So it takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of concentration. So
It's true. It's magic, right? I truly think it's magic.
why they maybe think that art is not like a real job. It's just like you're playing or you're just experimenting, but it's not. You have the same kind of process that maybe an engineer can have while he's I don't know, inventing or creating something, a machine or something like that. It's the same. It's just a different focus. But it's the same process that you have to think, you have to maybe solve some problems, you have to know and have a little bit of techniques or whatever. So for me, art is not like a game. It's, I don't know.
Someone who has worked in your industry for a long time, what would be your advice? What would you give to those who want to just come new?
Art can sell. And art can just convince people. It's just like, for example, imagine, and I like to like mark the two contrasts, the two sides. For example, again, the same example about the engineering. He creates a machine and he wants to sell to all the people. Maybe we are talking about women that need something, a machine or something to clean, I don't know, the house. But if you sell the machine that you create without any design, for example, any kindly and attractive design, maybe those women are going to react like, I don't want that thing in my house. It looks dangerous. I have kids. I don't want that. It is awful. It's not like I'm not going to waste my money on that. And the machine is like, wow, it's the best invent in the whole world. But women don't want them. Why? And that's the part where artists start to doing their stuff because they come up with more designs, more friendly designs, attractive designs with cool colors and everything. And then you have something that is functioning perfectly fine, and with design, now it's something that you want to buy. So
that is true. Art has the power to make people see, as you write, sell and see. So especially in today's world where there's like online stuff and algorithms, it's like the artists that can be the wing of the businesses and help them to be seen more and to be noticed and for their business grow. Even we have the best business in the world, if you just put it in a closet, right, and no one knows about it, what's the difference, right? And everything. So do you sometimes go back to the science thing? Do you miss it or do you use it in your art? How does that work?
I'm still attached to science, but I'm really interested right now in for example, illumination. And maybe this is not like a science, but for me it is, because you have to analyze like a lot the way how the light hits some objects and how it changes with the different textures and everything. Maybe for me, it feels like if I am studying physics again. It's very interesting. I don't know.
That's very nice. That's very nice. So is it physics or chemistry?
Well, both. I was good at both. Not math, never.
No.
Never good at math, but chemistry and physics, I was good at.
Not math, not math.
No, I'm really interested right now in for example, illumination. And maybe this is not like a science, but for me it is, because you have to analyze like a lot the way how the light hits some objects and how it changes with the different textures and everything. Maybe for me it feels like if I am studying physics again. It's very interesting. I don't know.
That's very nice. That's the
right way.
Very active. You do the art thing. You have different projects. I know that you've been doing some projects with Los Angeles Airport, right? And some other good projects that you've been doing, children's book illustration, different part of art. As an artist who's active and who's teaching and inspiring the next generation, what are your challenges? What are your big problems that you wanted to be changed and for people to hear as an artist in your industry that we can just share it?
Well, I have noticed that now everyone wants everything so fast.
Mhm.
Like, we need this in 5 minutes. When I was working with the planes, 3D planes for an airline, I was noticing that my boss was asking the things faster and faster and faster. And he told me, don't do it that way. Just use this program or this software or this algorithm so you can have the work done in 5 minutes. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, well, the process is shorter, but you have like less control of the things because the computer is doing everything. And as a teacher, for example, every time I am showing something to my students, they are like, I don't know, but they get bored like super fast, and they are, yeah, well, this is done. Can you check my work? And I was like, yeah, but you didn't take any time. Are you enjoying what you're doing? Yes, yes, yes. And I'm like, I don't like the short process. For me, it's better if you take your time, you try to enjoy, and you try to analyze if what you are doing is in the right way. Maybe, I don't know, sometimes you are feeling something, and a couple of hours later you are like feeling another kind of feeling, and then you can change like the result of your piece of art. And right now I have seen that many people are just running. Time is like the most important thing now, and because of that I feel that maybe something is missing, or maybe people is, for me it's sad, I don't know. More people is interested in AI, so it's like,
AI, the word process. I think one of the difference, as you said, is the process of doing the art that it makes us grow, and I totally agree with you. So going back to the subject of AI as we talked, so
What is your relationship with AI?
not using AI, what matters is the process, not the result. So I think it depends on which focus you want. And if you are working for a client, it's the same. Clients usually goes more for the result rather than the process. And artists, we are more into the process rather than the result. But there are still some people that want everything traditionally or doing by hand. For example, they don't like digital art. And I think AI is like another revolution. We were painting on canvas and everything with paintings and brushes, and then we were painting now in iPads and with Wacoms and graphic tablets and everything, and that was like the second revolution. And now we have AI, while you are not doing anything, just writing.
Yeah, that is so true.
Well, for me it's not fun, but I know a lot of people that say that you need to have creativity even to write, and to know how to get the result you want, even though if you are not painting or moving your head or something. So I respect like the three options: traditional artworks, digital artworks, and AI artworks. But in my case, I think I'm in the medium, like in the digital and traditional artworks. I'm not using too much AI, sorry.
So you use AI in your work or not?
No, in my work, no. I just use it like to see what it can do, for example, no? But I use Adobe, and I have Photoshop and Illustrator, and I think they have like the option for using AI, but I don't have that option activated. I don't like.
Okay, all right.
When I grew up, I just watched Chronicles of Narnia and
Oh, that's nice. I also like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Opening doors and everything. Yeah.
Barbie Fairytopia and everything with magic creatures and fairy tales. I was just inspired by them. And I used to draw a lot of fairies, mermaids, and create a lot of magical characters.
Yeah.
What else? I really like Greek mythology. I
Oh,
also like
nice. Yeah.
Persephone. Is maybe Tom Moore. He is the director of Cartoon Saloon. This is a studio in Ireland. And I went to Ireland just to visit the studio.
I want to wrap up, and I really enjoyed talking to you.
There are two kind of people in the art world. The people that wants to create art by feelings and just like taking it as a hobby or a way to express themselves.
Yeah.
And the other people that want to have this as a job, like do it professionally.
Yeah.
It's important to know which kind of person you are. It's not like one side is the right side. No, it's not like that. Both sides are well. But it's important because when you are creating art just by fun, just by because you feel, I don't know, you are feeling blue and you just want to make this kind of therapy of painting what you are feeling in that moment or something like that. It doesn't matter if you don't have like the techniques or even the materials. The most important thing there is what you are feeling, that you can express what you are feeling. You are not serving to other people. You are not doing something for others. It's just for you. And that's art as well.
Yeah.
But if you want to take this as a job, sometimes you are not going to have the inspiration. That's a fact.
Yeah, that is so
You're not,
true.
yeah, you're not living super inspired the whole time. So
That is
you
so
cannot count with that inspiration in your job because you are doing that every day and every single minute is taking energy from you. So there is one point in which you just can just not draw anymore and you don't want to draw anything else.
That is so true.
And if you are doing this professionally, that's when you have to have a lot of discipline.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if your focus is having a job as an artist and you have to work for a client or for a studio or for someone, you are not just communicating what you want. You are communicating another one point of view, and you have to do it like with a lot of discipline, even though if you are having a bad day, even though if you are not inspired, you have to get or use your discipline to finish the work.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you have to be truly passionate, right? It's the passion that drives, right? So even in the hardest moments, you still, keep doing what you love, and it's not about the money, it's not about the clients, it's about what you believe here, right? I totally
Yes.
agree with that. Very nice advice. Very nice advice. Shaping the world for the next generation and for the art to be a better industry than what it is. Thank you so much. And is there anything else you want to add or wrap up and conclude? And that's it.
Oh, thank you so much for the interview. I really like to have this kind of conversation, and especially that this is the time that I most enjoy because I feel that I am like giving the right message for people that is listening to us. And thank you, all of you that are watching this video. I hope that this helped you, and just don't give up. Don't give up on dreams. Never.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very beautiful. I'm sure it's going to be inspiring a lot of people and helping them on their journey because it's a tough world. You're totally right. It's just a bitter, tough world, and we should all keep supporting each other.
Wish you all the luck in the future.